Tornadoes are among nature's most violent and unpredictable phenomena, capable of immense destruction and loss of life. The United States, particularly the region known as Tornado Alley, has experienced some of the most devastating tornadoes in history. This document provides an in-depth look at the top 10 deadliest tornadoes in U.S. history, detailing their paths, impacts, and the aftermath. 1. Tri-State Tornado 1925. Date: March 18, 1925. Death toll: 695. Path: this tornado traveled a staggering 219 miles across Missouri, Illinois, and Indiana, making it the longest-tracked tornado in U.S. history. Impact: the Tri-State Tornado is the deadliest tornado in U.S. history, causing massive destruction and loss of life. It obliterated entire towns, including Murfreesboro and Gorham in Illinois, and Griffin in Indiana. The tornado's rapid movement and lack of modern warning systems contributed to the high death toll. Over 2,000 people were injured, and thousands of homes were destroyed, resulting in millions of dollars in damages. 2. Natchez Tornado 1840. Date: May 7, 1840. Death toll: 317. Path: the tornado struck Natchez, Mississippi, and moved along the Mississippi River. Impact: the Natchez tornado remains the second deadliest in U.S. history. It caused significant damage to the bustling river port town of Natchez, destroying many buildings and homes. The tornado's path along the river resulted in numerous fatalities among those on boats and in the water. The lack of detailed historical records makes the full extent of the destruction difficult to quantify, but the impact on the community was devastating. 3. St. Louis Tornado 1896. Date: May 27, 1896. Death toll: 255. Path: the tornado struck St. Louis, Missouri, and East St. Louis, Illinois. Impact: this tornado remains one of the most catastrophic in terms of urban destruction. It tore through the heart of St. Louis, one of the largest cities in the U.S. at the time, demolishing homes, factories, and railroads. The Mississippi River was littered with debris, and over 1,000 people were injured. The financial cost was immense, and the recovery process was lengthy and arduous for the affected communities. 4. Tupelo Tornado 1936. Date: April 5, 1936. Death toll: 216. Path: the tornado struck Tupelo, Mississippi. Impact: the Tupelo tornado caused widespread destruction across the town, demolishing entire neighborhoods. Many of the victims were African American residents living in poorly constructed homes, which contributed to the high death toll. The disaster highlighted the racial disparities in housing quality and access to safe shelters. The tornado left over 700 people injured and caused significant property damage, leaving a lasting mark on the community. 5. Gainesville Tornado 1936. Date: April 6, 1936. Death toll: 203. Path: the tornado struck Gainesville, Georgia. Impact: this tornado hit just a day after the Tupelo tornado, adding to the devastation of that deadly year. Gainesville's downtown area was particularly hard hit, with significant damage to the business district and numerous fatalities occurring in factories and shops. The tornado caused over $12 million in damages, equivalent to over $220 million today, and the recovery efforts took years. The high death toll and extensive damage led to significant improvements in tornado preparedness and response in the region. 6. Woodward Tornado 1947. Date: April 9, 1947. Death toll: 181. Path: the tornado traveled across Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas, with Woodward, Oklahoma, being the hardest hit. Impact: the Woodward tornado was a part of a larger outbreak that produced multiple tornadoes across the Great Plains. Woodward, Oklahoma, suffered the most severe destruction, with hundreds of homes and businesses leveled. The tornado's path was marked by a wide swath of destruction, and many rural communities were also affected. The disaster prompted improvements in tornado forecasting and the establishment of more rigorous building codes in tornado-prone areas. 7. Joplin Tornado 2011. Date: May 22, 2011. Death toll: 158. Path: the tornado struck Joplin, Missouri. Impact: the Joplin tornado is one of the most recent and devastating tornadoes in U.S. history. It was an EF5 tornado, the highest rating on the enhanced Fujita scale, indicating winds exceeding 200 miles per hour. The tornado caused catastrophic damage across Joplin, destroying nearly 7,000 homes and numerous businesses, including a major hospital. The disaster response was extensive, with aid coming from across the country. The rebuilding process was long and arduous, with significant improvements made to the city's infrastructure and emergency response systems. 8. Amite-Purvis Tornado 1908. Date: April 24, 1908. Death toll: 143. Path: the tornado traveled across Louisiana and Mississippi, with the towns of Amite and Purvis being the most affected. Impact: this tornado caused severe damage in rural areas, with entire farms and small communities wiped out. The high death toll was due in part to the lack of adequate shelter and the widespread nature of the destruction. The tornado highlighted the need for better communication and warning systems in rural areas. The aftermath saw significant aid and rebuilding efforts, though the scars of the disaster remained for many years. 9. New Richmond Tornado 1899. Date: June 12, 1899. Death toll: 117. Path: the tornado struck New Richmond, Wisconsin. Impact: the New Richmond tornado caused massive destruction in this small town. It struck during a circus, resulting in a high concentration of people in one area and contributing to the high death toll. The tornado obliterated the downtown area, destroying homes, businesses, and public buildings. The community's recovery was marked by significant rebuilding efforts and improved disaster preparedness. The event remains a somber chapter in the town's history, remembered through memorials and annual commemorations. 10. Flint Beecher Tornado 1953. Date: June 8, 1953. Death toll: 116. Path: the tornado struck the Beecher district of Flint, Michigan. Impact: the Flint Beecher tornado was one of the deadliest and most destructive tornadoes in Michigan's history. It caused extensive damage to the residential area of Beecher, leveling homes and causing significant casualties. The disaster prompted improvements in weather forecasting and the establishment of tornado warning systems. The community's response included extensive rebuilding efforts and increased emphasis on emergency preparedness and public awareness of tornado safety. The top 10 deadliest tornadoes in U.S. history highlight the immense power and unpredictability of these natural disasters. Each of these tornadoes left a lasting impact on the affected communities, prompting improvements in disaster preparedness, response, and recovery efforts. The lessons learned from these events continue to shape the way we understand and respond to tornado threats today.